All right, we're going to start with The Nation. Air Peace's entry sparks airfare war on Lagos-London routes and others. Tributes flow for ex-minister Ogbonaya Onu. Zenith Bank records 125% growth in gross earnings. Deepening boardroom crisis tears Eco Disco apart. Okay, that's any story here?
Okay, yes, so I have the airpeace story. So airfares on European routes have crashed considerably following the entry of airpeace into the Lagos-London routes with lower fares. The reduction in fares by foreign airlines, some experts fear, may be part of the unwholesome practices by major carriers to harass the Nigerian carrier out of the Lagos-London route. Airpeace's inaugural flight was on March 30th. However, some experts have noted that the reduction in airfares may be connected with the strengthening of the Naira, clearance of the backlog of funds owed by foreign carriers by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Even though they're saying, some experts are saying that the owner of Airpeace Airline, Onyema, is saying otherwise. He's saying that they're trying to do that and really trying to go, to sabotage Airpeace and to really go below the normal cost of fares, and that their countries are supporting them to do that, which is wrong, right? In order to frustrate them out. But then I'm also happy that yesterday he stated that Airpeace routes from Lagos to London is fully booked up until September, and I've not bought my ticket.
I bought my ticket already.
I'm so sad. You bought your ticket already?
Yes, August.
So long. I said,
I bought my ticket.
Yesterday, I said, oh my goodness, like, why did I wait so?
No.
I'll figure it out. I'll find a way out.
What?
Yes,
I have bought my ticket quickly. But I wanted to upgrade, but I don't know if I'll be able to upgrade it.
So, yes. So it was also said that a large part of, to the best of their knowledge, CBN has cleared a large part of the backlog.
Yes,
but then Alan Oyem also said that when he was that they need government support, because when he was living in the UK, that the UK airlines didn't buy aviation fuel at the same cost as foreign airlines. But in Nigeria, they're buying at the same cost. And so the Nigerian government really has to support Airpeace right now. In order to,
it reminds me of the whole high TV story. Same thing. We needed government support at the time. So right now we have this, and we need to. Government must back it up. Back everything. It happened with us. That's why high competition. That's one of the reasons why.
Between all the
look at the prices have really dropped. British Airways has dropped. Virgin, everybody has dropped.
What I was going to say, the local indigenous companies will struggle with globally supported companies.
It happened
if Nigeria doesn't support its own.
Multi-choice was backed by the government back then. We didn't have that kind of backing when ITV was trying to survive. So listen, we just need to support this man's business the best we can. Okay, another story in the Nation. I was going to take the story with Eco Disco. So directors in the boardroom, they said that the boardroom crisis is thickening and is deepening. They're bickering over what they described as undue personalization of board authority, abuse of due process, and vested interest. For managerial crisis around alleged ghost workforce and call for proper investigation, the crisis obviously has deepened and engulfed the entire company and its private holding companies. If you recall, there were a crisis between the MD being sacked or not being sacked. One of the 11 discos controlled, they control about 1/6 of power distribution across several regions within Lagos-Ogun axis. According to the documents obtained, the crisis has become a polar fight between the chairman, Mr. Otubu, and the few directors on one side, majority of the directors on the other side. So both are having lots of bickering going on, but we just hope that they can resolve this quickly, because we don't want it to affect the service that they are rendering to customers.
So really sad story, the story about the passing of the former Minister for Science and Technology and the first civilian governor of Abia State, Dr. Ogbonaya Onu, who served as the immediate past administration of President Buhari before he now resigned to step into was aspiring to become the governor, stepped down. He was 73 years old. He was an author, engineer. The president, the current president, President Tinubu, the former president, President Buhari, as well as many other dignitaries have, they mourn, they sent their condolences. He's someone that has explored many areas of interest and succeeded in those areas, serving his country, building, and our heart goes out to his entire family. He governed Abia State before there was creation of Abia and Ebonyi State, so it was more like the old Abia states. It was a major, under the platform of the Nigerian Republican Convention. Our heart goes out to his family. This is like an exit of a giant in terms of governance, in terms of politics, and in terms of his dedication towards the growth of Nigeria. So our heart goes out to the family.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a story. Yes, I have a story on Zen Bank, a short story actually. Zen Bank records high. Zen Bank PLC has achieved 125% growth in gross earnings to 2.132 trillion in this audited result for the year ended December 31st, 2023. The gross earnings represents remarkable triple digits growth compared with 945.6 billion reported in 2022. The growth, they say, is primarily due to growth in interest and non-interest income, which increased from 112%, than 540 billion in 2022 to 1.1 trillion in 2023. Growth is attributed to the growth in the size of risk assets and their effective repricing, alongside the rise in the yield of the other interest becoming instruments.
Okay. Moving on quickly now to the Punch. FG plans compensation in 9 states puts cost at 15 trillion naira. Wigwe Ogumbajo's family sues U.S. firm for helicopter crash. Law to terminate many cases at appeal courts coming, says AGF. Nigeria's oil production drops again, now 1.23 barrels per day, says OPEC. Government shuts Dosunmu market. Sanwo-Olu hints at building demolition. Junior Pope, AGN suspends Riverside movie shootings. Police launch probe. NAFDAC bans Turkey-made soap. Tracks fake Indian injection powder actually. And make Yoruba teaching language in Southwest schools, says Afenifere. Okay, which story are we starting with? I'm not sure we have time for that. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we continue with the review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.